So we'll do a few more passes, okay? First, we'll shake the body a little bit, shaking with our heels on the ground. Just shake it while moving the body left and right, very gently. And now with the hands, sideways, upward, upwards, forward, and the feet on the body. You can, if you leave the heels up without letting them go down, this is the way the football fans, they jump for 3 hours. Okay, so the energy just moves a bit. We free up some energy. Okay, so we'll do, this is called 1 cubic centimeter. It has to do with the base of the throat center, okay? I'll stand 45 degrees. We begin with the left hand flat. It's better to stand like this. Okay, stand. And the right hand, 90 degrees. It's like we are having a cube here, okay? And we exhale 4 times with the left hand. And with the right. With both hands. Left hand goes opposite the right and return, so the left hand on top. Now we shake the cube while inhaling, and then we throw the energy on the base of the throat center. So we shake it while inhaling, and we feel the body. So what we do is really, I'll stand like this so you can see. Once we shook the energy, we have a lot of energy here. We pull it without touching to the center, and we go on the tiptoes, the tip of the toes. We go up and open up the arms with this little smile. Okay. Okay, so we do the same. Now the right hand is on the bottom, left hand on the side, and we begin with the right hand 4 times. We exhale. With the left, both hands. Right hand opposite the left. We turn the cube with the right on top, and we shake it while inhaling. And we throw the energy. And feel the body. Okay. So we'll do one more magical pass, the energy hold. These passes we often do. Okay, so first stand like this. We make 3 inward circles. 3 inward circles with the hands, okay? So we begin. 1, 2, and 3. And 5 big ones, inner. 1, 2, going up. 3, 4. And the 5th, we inhale when we catch energy. Now we go down. 5 big ones. 3, 4, 5, and we put whatever we caught on the thighs, on the side of the thighs. We slide the hands and we throw the hands upwards while inhaling, like this. And we exhale, allowing the energy to go over the body from top down. So we impression of our body. Now we do the same, but the other direction. So the hands are like this, outward circles, 3 small ones, 2, 3, and 5 big ones going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th, we inhale, we catch energy. And we go down 5 big ones, outward circles. And after the 5th, we put the energy on the side of the thighs, sliding down, pulling the hands up while inhaling. And we exhale, allowing the energy to cover our body, go inside and around, in the body. Okay. So we do the scan now. We sit down. And I'll say a few words about this scan. When we began this session, we scanned the body using our attention. We do something similar, but we also use our hands. So what happens, our hands begin to be a vehicle for energy. So it's like energy can run through our hands. And also, where the hand moves, it goes through our body, not only our physical body, our energetic body too. So we can move, we can put the hand here, and we can feel behind the physical body. We can feel different things. And in this way, we practice the attention. Also, the physical body becomes more sensitive and more, maybe more accurate using the attention that runs through it, okay? So last time, I think we tried a new attitude for a new attitude toward our body, to searching a new way of relating to our body. I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but a new way of relating. Okay, so it's the idea that we need certain change. Okay, so we'll do it. Again, we sit very comfortably, okay? Usually we use the same pattern, but at home you can use any pattern you want. We can do it in 10 seconds to scan the whole body, and can do it in an hour. So we do it in 10 minutes, 7 minutes, okay? So once we are comfortably seated, the first step is to be aware of the whole body, like we've done before. And then second step is to connect to the earth. And the third is to create rapport with the other participants. And now we begin. So we put the left hand on the navel center and the right hand above the crown. So the pattern, I use the same pattern because it's easier to remember for people who are not practicing. And the intent is that the two hands are connected. They're connected by their emptiness. So even though I move one hand, it is connected to the other hand in a way, using our intent. And we move down the axis. And maybe we have different sensations. Maybe we want to go slower, maybe we want to go quicker. Just allow the hand to move down. If we sit in a chair below our pelvis, there's no physical part of the body, it's only the energetic part. And when we reach the floor, we pause for a few seconds to have impression of the whole body. Remember, we began with the tip of the fingers. So when we scan the axis, we move down the line. But now, for a few seconds, we want to have impression of the whole body. And then we move back on up the axis. So we move back up. Until we reach the crown. I suggest try to see if you can feel where exactly you feel the crown best, and maybe pull it upward a bit so the pressure on the vertebrae on the tabak will be weaker. Then we move to the back of the head, and then we turn around the head from right to left. Until we come back to the back of the head, and we go down the back of the neck, and we scan the neck again, counterclockwise. Until we make it to the left shoulder, and we scan the left shoulder, shoulder joint, and we move down the arm all the way to the tip of the fingers. Don't rush. Same rhythm. And when we make it to the tip of the fingers, we pause again for several seconds, have impression of the whole body. And then we move back up the arm. So we come back to the left shoulder. We scan it again, and then we go down on the left side of the body to the waistline. So even though the hand is in front of the body, you can feel the back also. So scanning is beyond the physical body, at least the way we perceive it. So when we are down to the waistline, we move to the right shoulder. You don't have to be exactly above the shoulder, just the intent or the intention to scan the shoulder. And then we go down the right half of the body to the waistline. So when we are through, we change hands. Now the right hand is on the navel, and the left hand goes on top of the crown. And we do the same. Try to find the crown energy, and then going down. All the way down to the floor. And there we pause for several seconds. Have impression of the whole body. And you come back up. And again, when we reach the crown, we try to find it and pull it upwards a bit. And continue to the back of the head and around the head. All the way until we reach the back of the head again, and then we go down the back of the neck and scan the neck clockwise. If there are places, if you want to stay longer, stay longer. And then we continue scanning the right shoulder all the way down to the tip of the fingers of the right arm. And again, when we reach the tip of the fingers, we pause for several seconds, have impression of the whole body, and then we move back up. So we reach the right shoulder again, and we scan the right part of the body, going down from the shoulder to the waistline. And again, when we reach the waistline, we move to the left shoulder. And go down the left side, left part of the body. You see, we scanned these parts before with the other hand, but each time we scan, it's different. So when we get to the waistline, we change hands again. And now the left hand again will be on the navel, and with the right hand, we begin to scan from the left hip joint, moving to the right. And we scan the pelvis. I mentioned several times that there's a lot of energy stuck in the pelvis. So it would be nice to move it a bit. And when we get to the right hip joint, it's very important, I think, to scan the hip joints because they're very, the centers of a lot of energy gets stuck there too because of the loads they carry. So we go down the leg from the hip joint to the tip of the toes. We don't have to lean, just use your intention. And in the same manner, once we get to the tip of the toes, we pause for several seconds to have impression of the whole body. You know, when you climb the stairs to Eiffel, in the Eiffel Tower, so you pay attention to each step. But when you get um, to each, what do you call it? The three main floors, we look around. So the same manner. So go back up the leg. And when we reach the right hip joint again, make sure we scan it. And we move to the navel center. And there, we change hands again. So now the left hand scans from the right hip joint, moving left. Until we make it to the left hip joint, and then we go down the leg, the thigh, knee, calf, the ankle, the foot, toes. And there we pause again for several seconds to have impression of the whole body. And then we go back up. So reaching the left hip joint again, make sure we scan everything and we bring the left hand to the navel. So we have both hands now on the navel when we are finished. If you feel more comfortable putting the hands on the knees, you can put your hands on the knees. And just be aware of yourself. And if your eyes were closed, you can very gently open them to peripheral view. And we use these 4 questions to make sure something happened. Is my head more silent? Are my emotions more calm? Is my body more relaxed? Is my heart a little bit more open? Which means do I feel a little bit of affection towards something, somebody, maybe toward myself first. the challenge of living whatever exercise it is to be aware while you talk. So you have to be aware of talking. It's a practice too. And I think it could be nice to practice for everybody. Even if you meditate by yourself, once in a while to guide yourself using haute voix, loud voice, to listen to yourself, to what you say, how you say, where you get stuck, and still be aware of the totality of yourself. It's a practice like everything. So maybe it's enough for today.
Time is gone.
Joshua.
Yes, Nico. Did you sleep? Did you fall asleep?
No. No.
Where is Sue?
I don't know. Maybe working.
The people
it's a good idea, you said, the last thing. To sometimes listen to yourself.
Yeah, just practice it. So you'll be ready to guide us.
Yeah.
Or not. You can do whatever. You don't have to do what I do. Just,
yeah.
Even if you do a similar thing, the idea is to be aware, to be connected to yourself, to listen to yourself, to people will hear you and they'll know if you're connected, more or less, that we develop our attention to be more sensitive to different nuances.
I have one question. How long have you been?
Only one.
To start.
Okay.
How long have you been practicing those kind of magical passes?
You're talking about the Zoom or in general?
No. Your own. When did you start that? A long time ago, I assume.
Magical passes, I practiced from 98. Magical passes from 98. But the passes are part of a tradition. The tradition of Castaneda, Carlos Castaneda. Mm-hmm. So it has the other stuff in this tradition. And I like it because my friend and teacher, the one who taught me trance healing, he doesn't practice magical passes. He's a martial artist. He's a crazy martial artist. But he's doing what's right for him. You know, each one finds the. We need moving the energy in the body, and we have to do something with our body in general. That's for sure. So each one uses whatever is right for her or for him. Do you practice something physical? Do you practice something like yoga or dance or martial arts or something? Mm-hmm. You do?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
What do you practice?
A bit of yoga.
Okay.
I used to practice more, but...
You like it?
yeah, I like feeling my body and the energy.
That's it.
Yeah.
So one thing I think is right for a person to do is, if you like it, practice it. You don't have to practice an hour every day, but you can practice 10 minutes every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it becomes part of your life, I think so, everything changes. But if we try to do too much, we don't continue. If it's too much, it's too much. But you know, if you take something that you can fit into your life, it's always good. If you want to do more, you can always do more. If you want to do other stuff, you can do other stuff. Where do you live?
I beg your pardon?
Where do you live?
Where I live, in Evian.
Where?
Evian.
Evian, oh, Evian, ok, c'est pas loin
Evian
de
is a nice place
Tonoleba.
by the lake.
Yeah, I know. So you know Guy. You can practice with Guy or with Jocelyn?
Yes, I know him.
So you can do trance healing. They know everything. It's the same thing. You could create rapport and you allow the person to let go. This is trance. Very powerful. I think so. And, you know, it's very difficult to encourage other people to practice. Even here, you know, I used to have many people practicing with me. No, people just, you know, they quit, or maybe they get old, maybe I get old. I don't know. And time changes, and new people, and new good people, they need maybe different kind of stuff. I don't know. So, but if you're connected to intent, to the big intent, whatever you call it, the source, it will lead you, it will guide you. And if you have several people like they used to, Guy, you were practicing magical passes with Aurélie, right?
Maintenant, on n'a plus d'endroit où le faire, mais on pourrait refaire des choses, oui. Ça fait plusieurs fois qu'on dit qu'on va le refaire. Mais...
Yeah, but on peut pratiquer.
Aurélie a tes coordonnées de toute façon.
Anyway.
Marie-Noël.
Oui, bien sûr. Oui.
Donc, voilà.
Okay, so if you arrange, even if you meet once once a week or once in 2 weeks, not long. On ne doit pas manger toujours. Boire du vin. You don't have to eat and drink wine all the time. No, it's important. C'est important. Okay.
Je vais vous laisser, il faut que je remonte.
Hein?
Donc, je vous souhaite une bonne semaine.
Oui. La semaine prochaine.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Bye.
I had to feed my cat.
Good. So if you're connected with Guy or with Aurélie, maybe you can practice together. It's good.
Yes, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
And if you have other people who are interested, please bring them to the Zoom.
Okay.
To the Zoom. If they like it, it will help, I think.
Okay. Thanks.
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Bye. Au revoir.
Merci.